Hey, 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 beautiful souls. Welcome to Astro Tea Time Thursday. I am your cosmic ayahuasca, and my name is Lisa D. Lyle. Very warm welcome to those of you who continue to come back and share time and space here with me. And a very warm welcome to any of you who may be happening upon this channel for the very first time. I trust that something here will support your awakening journey at this time. And this time is whenever you find it. Although we are live on November the 27th. OMG, where has this year gone? And whew, what a freaking year it is. Hey, hey, witness 2229. I like that. I like it a lot. How are you doing? I'm going to just get the Palo Santo going. There's a lot. This has been a very energetic week, and it continues to be an energetic time. So at this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, supporting our ability at this time to reconcile the past and welcome the present experience of the divine. And so the title of this live, what came through at the end was reconciliation or closure. And then after, as I was setting up, I heard full disclosure. So how are we all doing? It, as has been said, and if you've been following along, it has been a very energetic week. Awesome. I got my jar of tea, my jug of tea. I'm always carrying jars around. So yesterday, if you were here on Whimsical Wednesday, I was feeling a little disenchanted was the word that was used. And, as the day wore on, there were an enchanted moment or two. And when I, as I often do, messages come through. And when messages come through, I write them down when they won't leave. Like they keep coming because my brain, my brain is not going to retain things like it used to. And so when there's an incoming message, it's really important that I get it out or I'll lose it. And so that was the case a couple of times yesterday, once just after 6 o'clock and again just around 10 o'clock. And so this was the first message that came in. And so I'm going to share it here with you. And it's all about hope. So at 6:06, this message started coming. And by the time I finished writing, it was 6:13. Hope, hope, and love. How do we remain hopeful after the tower falls? Stay in your heart. Don't give up. Have faith in the sacred dreams of your heart. Love grows eternal souls. Know you are so deeply and expansively loved. And then I was guided to write faith. And this came through. Faith, foster authentic intelligence through humility. And then after that, I was guided to write terse and tense because that's how I was feeling. And today, I wouldn't say I'm feeling terse and tense. Today, I'm feeling very tender. There was a very special healing experience that I experienced last night. There was a tremendous release of grief. And there was tremendous comfort and support received in moving through what wanted to move through me last night in the wee hours of the morning. And it was very emotional. And as I woke up today, it was almost in some ways, like certainly energetically, as if burdens had been lifted. And, we'll get into that a little more. But yesterday I was feeling terse and tense. And then the message came through: drop defense, let go of doubt, twist and shout, let your love pour out. And so it feels like at this time we may be coming up against our ego that is saying, you don't, I think it came through here. Yeah. Ego says, don't get your hopes up. Right. And that's kind of, mm, that's scary, right? When ego says, don't get your hopes up. And it's like, actually, God says, yes, please do. Stay optimistic. And the way they had me spell mystic is like the mystic, like you and I, mystics, right? Oracles, seers, seekers, artists, poets, whatever, co creators with the divine. So, it says, don't break your own heart. That was after I kept hearing like ego saying like, don't get your hopes up, don't be ridiculous, then I heard, don't break your own heart. You are ready and well prepared for your fresh start. Letting go supports liftoff. You can see it here. And then I was guided to draw those 4 arrows, or lift off. And then I was guided to write Sacred Heart and then draw those 4 arrows, shoot for the stars. This is what you are. Oh, yeah. Shoot for the stars. This is what you are, Sacred Heart. And then faith on the back here, foster authentic integrity within thyself humbly. And then at 10, just before 10, at 9:59, this is where the whole conversation between ego and spirit was taking place. Hey, Kiva, welcome. So ego says, don't get your hopes up. Spirit says, let love open you up. Ego says, but you mustn't. You will get hurt. Spirit says, love unexpressed and repressed hurts you more. Love is the balm of the eternal source. My voice. You are the vessel here now to explore. Ego says you don't deserve it. Spirit says, yes, love, you do. Ego says you can't. Love says, yes, you must trust, or you shall shiver and shrivel. Love says, live a little, perhaps wiggle and giggle with delight at the simple pleasures of life. Love overcomes all, especially the tall tales of the mind. Yet to dive into the actual satisfactual yet to dive into the actual satisfactual essence of the true embrace of God's grace, the gift of unconditional love, essence of soul. So I don't know if that makes any sense to all of you. That's what was coming through yesterday after my disenchantment with the day. And Kiva says that she woke up feeling very sad. I woke up feeling very glad, and I'll share, because yesterday I was feeling quite sad, and last night I was overcome. So those of you who have been following around along this week, I've been guided to sleep 2 nights with a castor oil pack on my right breast. And for those of you who have been following along, you'll know for most of my life, and I've shared it here plenty of times, energetic attachments through this space. It's a parasitic energy. And So yesterday I had received the guidance to put the pack on my back. Put the pack on your back. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. Uh, uh. So I'm trying to see where that card is, because there was a card here that um, maybe it's not important. If I meant to find it, I'll find it. So last night I slept with the pack on the back. And as I was laying there, I had it strapped on backwards. Looked ridiculous. I mean, honestly. But anyways, I had it strapped on. I got into bed, into position, with the selenite around me, and the dogs were in the bed, and Rex was very, very comfy, and he had his head just resting below my solar plexus. And I was laying there and I was feeling all this shift. And as I do, as soon as I get into the bed space, I call, I thank God for the support of the day. And I always want to make sure my connection is direct with source, of the Most High, that essence of joy and unconditional love. So I did that. And then, as per usual, for, the last year, the counterpart energy was near. And so all this stuff started moving. And there was like this new experience. And I'm like, oh my God, was that you? And the answer right away was yes. And it was like this something, it was almost like an arrow pierced in. I'm getting emotional now, and I'm not sure why. Just give me a sec. I don't want to cry here. I seem to be crying all the time, but um, it's not sad. Like, I'm not really sad. I'm really filled with joy, and I'm really filled with such just wonder at this whole journey, this crazy little thing called life. And the return to love, like the essence of soul, of source, as God's daughter, as God's child, who has always been within the embrace of the beloved, the eternal essence of soul. And so all these things were going on through my third eye, and I started to feel a lot of movement through the back of my body. And I should mention that yesterday I didn't feel that burden come in late in the day through the front of my right side at all. And I was like, I took note of that, because it's usually quite heavy there. And so um, feeling all this movement, and then all of a sudden my hands were like this. And I just felt like I really felt like I was snuggled up into the embrace of love. And the dogs like breathing peacefully, and I was breathing peacefully. And all of a sudden, like, there's this communication going on, and all of a sudden I just started like crying like a baby, like sobbing. And I tried to hold myself back. I knew I didn't have any Kleenex. I mean, I eventually had to get up and get Kleenex, because my nose was running. And the dog didn't even move. I tried to hold myself back, because sometimes when there's a release, the dogs all get up in my space, and I don't always enjoy that. And so I was trying to hold myself back, but it was like, those sobs that like there's sound with it, like they're like wrenching, gut wrenching. And it was almost like I was overcome by like just such pure, pure love. It like, this counterpart energy is too much. It's too much. And so it's not too much. It's a beautiful experience. And perhaps we're ready now for the experience in the material. And so I woke up this morning. That little healing session went on. I slept like a baby. after it. And I guess the eyes don't look too bad. I was like, oh my gosh, like my eyes, I'm going to look like a mess tomorrow. You know what? No, I feel like I look more fresh, actually. I don't know if I actually do, but like I feel lighter. I feel brighter. That enchantment, like I was disenchanted yesterday, the enchantment has returned. Look at this, my Thanksgiving cactus. How pretty is that? I moved it from its spot to bring it here to show. And look at all the buds on it. It's happy. Last year I only got one. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 6, the choice point, the lovers. And it's purity. When it opens up, when that beauty opens up, there's going to be beautiful pink. Let's say antennae inside. It's so gorgeous. So I'll be sure to share that with you when it opens. But then I woke up this morning and all I kept hearing was like loyalty, fidelity, integrity, devotion. Like I'm walking the dog and these are the words that are coming in. Yes, definite purge. And today I'm being guided to spirulina. Everybody, take your spirulina once a day. That message came in strongly this morning because what I heard, because I really do feel like such a energetic shift in the body, like something I've been carrying around most of my life. I'm not going to say it's poof, it's gone. As I say it, it's like, oh, we're still here, Lisa. And I'm like, I know. But the relief has it's been experienced. It's been felt. So this morning I'm walking around and I'm hearing loyalty, fidelity, integrity, devotion, emotion, love potion number 9, beyond the mind. Well, I wasn't hearing I wasn't hearing all of that on the walk. I was hearing loyalty, fidelity, integrity, devotion, and emotion. And then so I wrote that down when I came home. And then it was love number 9, love potion number 9, beyond the mind, life divine, 1010, the sacred reset. And then I was guided to draw this over here, the 4 infinity symbols, and then the green one going down through the 4 of them, and then the 4 hearts at the intersecting space of each of the infinity symbols. And then I was guided to write cosmic dragonflies, merging, intersecting timelines. I just do numbers as spirit guides. Everything I kind of do is spirit guided. So hopefully that helps answer that question. And then I was guided to write love eternal. And then I was guided to turn the page and draw this little work of art. And it's like we are the sacred Merkabah, the chariot, always receiving from source, always called to anchor in to Mother Earth and live from our heart space. Like we sit in the center of the Merkabah. And then again, I was guided, I'm big on 4s these days, and guided to draw the 4 infinity symbols with intersecting. And the message received was healing the heart via the pathway of honoring divine truth. And then I got the message Sag season, all systems clear, the end or near, or is it the gracious new beginning? Love is winning. It already has. Welcome home, eternal soul. Sweet song of the beloved we now sing. Sweet songs of healing, deep feeling, sacred seals opening, love scrolls. So we are like the sacred scrolls opening, and it feels like the only missing component in my experience at this time is the connection with the counterpart to support the expanded opening and anchoring of this high vibe that we're here to hold. Well, I do feel complete. I do feel complete. So, Brandy, welcome, Brandy. And I do feel complete. And, it's more of a feeling of the mission that we're here to fulfill. And it's more of, so I believe, and I have know that I experienced the divine counterpart or the twin. The connection was made a year ago, and there's been like total separation since that time, and yet very telepathic communication. This connection with the counterpart is. I've said to a friend that it feels more real than most relationships I've experienced in the physical. And so it just feels like we've done, like, personally, and if you've been hanging out for a while, I don't feel woke. No, woke's a joke. 1221 there, or 2112. Thank you, Frank. Woke is a big joke. Woke, we awaken. This woke is pushing agendas, and it's a divisive energy, and it's absolute retardation. I think it's retarded. People are like, oh, you can't say retarded. Yes, I can. It's a word. It's about delayed development. And so, no, I don't buy into the woke ideology at all. It's an ideology. And the isms are the insecure, selfish me, right? That's what ism is. Alcoholism. The ism is the insecure, selfish me. But the young people, it's a descriptive word, but it's past tense. And this is the joke. I remember my girlfriend, lifelong friend, 40 plus years. She told me, like, maybe a handful of years ago, that her daughter, oh, yeah, Miss E is just like you. She's woke. I said, no, no, no. I'm on a journey of awakening. Woke is being basically told what to think and what is righteous and what is good. And yes. And, so I made that clear to my girlfriend. No, like, the woke ideology is not at all what I'm here for. I'm here for the spiritual awakening, which takes place on a daily basis over years, over decades, over a lifetime. And I've been at this, well, consciously or actively for 30 plus years. So yeah, so thank you for that. Thank you for your engagement, Brandy. And if you're not a subscriber and you resonate, please do consider hitting subscribe. So then, we usually talk about astrology at this time, but I've really been feeling like it's about the embodiment of what's going on. And those of you who know me know I never would have imagined such a thing as a twin flame experience. I believe it. And I'm wrapped up in that embrace of love. And it's not, back to the completion. We never really feel complete. We do. I just know that this merging of two complete and whole healing individuals, because I won't say healed, because we're still living. So there's still stuff to be revealed, but it's about the merging and the choosing of two individuals to come together to co-create a higher harmonic, if you will, a higher frequency of joy, or the highest frequency of joy, and a higher frequency if yeah. I try not to absorb too much of other people's stuff. Honestly, because most people are walking around like sponges absorbing everyone else's stuff, and they don't even know what's real and authentic about them. And so this space, we're all about not AI. We don't get into AI. We are the authentic intelligence coming online at this time. We are the seeds of ancient wisdom who, what was the message last week? We are the carrier pigeons of ancient wisdom traversing timelines. And we've landed here at this time to, manifest our vision of heaven on earth, our vision of a life well lived. And a life well lived is not going to cause harm to another ever. So that's where we have to step up and do our inner work, and we're so supported to doing it. And I trust if you're here, you're doing it. Otherwise you wouldn't resonate with this kooky old middle-aged woman. um, um, Okay, so Brandy doesn't believe we find heaven on earth. I actually have, I'm completely confident that this is where heaven is meant to be experienced. And we are living in this realm that has been completely distorted. And yet the message is God's plan will not be thwarted. So we are the resurrected light here alive at this time to realign with Source Divine and create our experience of heaven on earth. So, helping us to do this is the grand water trine. Venus, Sun, Mars, and Black Moon Lilith are already in Sagittarius, and the ruler of Sag is Jupiter. And we know Jupiter is over there. Jupiter is over there in Cancer, and Cancer is all about our feelings of safety and security. And last night, when I was experiencing that transmission of love and healing and support from the counterpart, I felt so cozy. I literally could feel like I could hear the heartbeat. I could hear his heartbeat. I could feel the warmth of him right there enveloping me, and it was really beautiful. I'm a Virgo, and I'm a Virgo. That's okay. I'm cocky. I'm not disrespectful. I'm cocky, confident in what I share here. So yeah, um, I'm kind of watching this, and there's always something. Spirit's always like, I'm always on for spirit. And so I just share what comes through, and we don't have to agree with each other. We don't have to see things the same way. And that's the beauty of the awakening. It's an evolutionary process. I know that 55-year-old Lisa um, has a different view, a greater perspective and understanding of things today than I did back when I was 30, when I was, in my 20s and stuff. So it is an evolutionary process. And we are here on earth for a finite period of time in service to the eternal essence of our soul, which now calls our human, HUE, home. So I'm a Virgo sun, a Leo moon, and my ascendant is Cancer. Okay, so with the grand trine, Sagittarius is all about freedom, but we have Jupiter, its ruler, over there in Cancer that wants connection, that seeks community, family, friends, honest and clear communication. And the message that came through is the deeper our roots, the higher our branches grow. And remember, our branches are growing from our heart. We get grounded, we heal below the heart, sacral, solar plexus, sacral, and root chakra. Before the age of 21, we have to heal all that pain, all that trauma. We heal it and get grounded, and then become the conduit of source, the clear channel. And then we grow from our heart space. We share from our heart space. We share from the heart. Yeah, some of my plants like to be bottom watered, right? And we have to get our feet on the ground. There's so much of this woo woo and, the woke bullshit and the woo woo this and the woo woo that, even in the spiritual community. Integrity is important and vibes don't lie, right? We got to do the work. We got to do the inner work. There's no way around it. Trust me. From this perspective, if you're catching this and you're, decades younger than me, do the work. You will be richly rewarded. Stay the path of your heart. Follow your bliss. Follow your joy. What opens you up, cracks you open. We are the seeds of new memories. And our new memories are based on truth, our truth, the truth inside of us, the feelings inside of us. Truth, honesty, vulnerability. So these are some words We should trust our gut. It's our second brain. And this is how we open to our intuition again. The key words for right now are truth, honesty, vulnerability, communication, openness, expansion, intuitive, feelings, gentleness, kindness, compassion, love in action, affection, and yeah, looks are very deceiving. Looks are very deceiving. Let me just go back here because I'm just kind of like seeing things. So Kiva, witness 2229. I like that you added the 9 there. I like that. And Brandy. Let's just see here. I'm going to go through these comments. All the isms. I know I touched on that. Yeah, it's a word, but it's not, people don't even know the meanings of words anymore, right? We use gay as a sexual orientation when actually it means to be jovial and happy, right? Like let's go back to a time where words actually meant something. And it's funny that you say that about words because we're at the end of my book here. And the very last page is some words because this is how spelling is done. This is how we've been lied to. This is how the distortion has wreaked havoc on this planetary realm with the children of light. So we're here to restore righteousness through our walk with our own heart, through our journey of resurrecting the light, the consciousness of the Christ in the here and now, to experience love unconditional, which many of us never did experience. Oh, to get your number, to get your so if you want to know your life path, Brandy, what you do is you take the numbers of your birthday and add them up. So my life path is a 36. All the numbers added up come to a 36, and then you add the 3 plus 6, it's a 9. So my life path is a 9. So hopefully that helps. Yeah, and if people don't believe, Brandy says she respects my thoughts, yet she doesn't believe heaven on earth um, we can find heaven on earth. And if we don't believe we can find it, we never will, would be my answer to that. Because what are we waiting for? Till we die? Until the body dies and then we go to heaven? What if our redemption is here on earth, learning how to walk with our own heart and be human again? HUE. Spelling is important, right? Time is not important. No, time isn't important, but our time here on earth, how we spend it, is important and it is valuable. And the inner work we do is very important. And there's too much of an attitude out there in the world that it doesn't really matter what I do on earth. Well, it does. It really does, because we are here in service to a love that lives on. And it is the eternal, it's like our soul's love song. We are here on earth to sing our soul's love song and hopefully encourage others to sing their soul song as well. No, I didn't take it as disrespect. I'm bold. No doubt that people guided here are bold as well. You're a Cancer. Yeah. The 15th. Yeah. I don't know what the third level is. I'm not sure what level I'm at, but I know it's not the first rodeo. It's not, I didn't know we were going to be riding so many rodeos in this lifetime. No, you can't water the bottom from the top. No. You got to let the roots, we got to heal the roots, right? We got to heal the roots so then we can start to draw up the nourishment and support from Mother Earth. It's like this whole beautiful symbiotic composting process, if you will. It's almost like alchemy. Yeah. You don't have to trust me. I encourage you. You'll feel it, right? If we hear truth, when a chord is struck, when something resonates as truth and we're vibrating at a similar frequency, we may not agree with it. And, again, we're allowed to change our mind over time. And as we do, as we heal, as we expand, as we become these clearer vessels, these clearer channels, we change, right? Like here I come, and not every day, like at least once a week for sure. There's my eyes leak here, and for this young lady, that's like quite a um I'm getting more comfortable with it, but Lisa went through a lot of life with this tough shell, the tough exterior of the crab, when inside is just soft and mushy. And I think that's like when I was going like this last night and just receiving like the healing that was coming in and the love that was coming in, it just felt like nothing I'd ever experienced. And it just felt so like just so unconditional, so pure. It was overwhelming in its purity. Yeah, we know the truth in our bones. No, I don't have a religion. I would identify as just spiritual. I mean, I really feel religions were created in order to keep us divided and to keep a middle person between the ultimate source, God, our creator, loving and kind, and us. And so I'm not really, unless the religion, unless I find, again, I'm not knocking anyone's religion. There are great men and women who identify as religious um, souls, and that's great. I identify as the essence of soul, which is spiritual in nature. And I am the temple. My body is the temple, the vessel of source. And yeah, so that's my take on religion right now. Although I do have Bibles. I was guided to get a big one a couple years ago. I spent a lot of money on that thing. And I was immediately guided to open it up to John, John, I guess the book of John or whatever. And at the top of that, I was guided to write daughters of God too. Right? Because the Bible talks a lot about the sons, the sons, the sons. And in a lot of religion, us women were whores or were virgins. Like, whoo, gosh, really? We are the creatrix. We are the womb space. We are the vessel that merges the dimensions, heaven to earth. And we are the bridge. Yeah, feelings don't lie. We deny our feelings a lot, though. A lot of people walk around in denial about how they feel, and it requires vulnerability to allow ourselves. In order to heal, we must feel. We're not going to heal without feeling what's going on the inside. And unexpressed, unrepressed emotions are stored below the heart, and in particular, the space between the hips. And this is such a key component of healing, is addressing this space, which is developed between 7 and 14, emotional balance and stability. And most children leave their childhood and enter into adulthood with very little emotional stability, and then arrive at adulthood with the emotional intelligence of a 13 or 14-year-old, maybe even lower. um, Yeah, autumn is very beautiful, and I love watching the leaves dance off of the branches of the trees, just doing their thing, returning to the earth and to rest there for a season and offer love and support. It's beautiful. Oh, you believe we go somewhere else for heaven? Okay. Well, you know what? However it goes, I say to everybody, we can disagree with one another. And you know what? We can discuss it on the other side whenever we get to wherever we go after the human dies. I'm all for that. Um, Thank you, Kiva. Oh, it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all my American friends and family here. Gobble, gobble. Really, I would encourage you over these coming days is to really truly sit in a space of gratitude. Can we be grateful when uh, when just can we be grateful for life on life's terms as it is? And can we do our part to um, navigate what can be the murky waters of our emotions as we continue to open our heart to the other, to one another? Yeah. Yeah. No, you can be a butt. When's your birthday? Tell me your birthday. Did you figure out your if you tell me your birthday, I can do math quick in my head. I'm old school. I can do math in my head. It's, what a gift. We used to memorize phone numbers and everything back in my day. I'm Gen X. The last great generation, perhaps the generation who's being called to rise now and find their voice again and stop being stuck in your head and come out and let's flip this script that has distorted life on this planetary realm for, every generation since. X marks the spot. It's our beautiful beating hearts. Oh, premenopause. Yeah. I'm menopausal. And that went rather quick for me. I have to say, I was a little disappointed when that all stopped. I was 50 and it was sudden and unexpected. And I kind of miss it. Yet I'm settling into this new, what would they call it? The crone phase of life. I'm embracing it. Yeah. Religion. Governments are bullshit. And the kings, I talked about it here earlier in the week. We are more kings and queens. We're divine royalty. We just need to remember. We need to remember that. I'm team humanity. I'm team integrity. I'm team kindness and compassion. I'm team all for one for all, truly. And I haven't seen that much in the world. And the male focused man didn't come from rib. Woman didn't come from a man's rib. Come on, we all know it. So I don't want to get too sidetracked on all that stuff because it's really foolish, and there's a lot of time spent debating on it. I was thinking today of that meme I shared here a couple weeks ago about the three guys getting to the pearly gates: the Jew, the Muslim, and the Christian, and getting to the pearly gates, and it's the Divine Mother at the gate, and they're like, "Oh shit." So yeah, we're coming into the age of, we're ending the Piscean age and we're moving into the age of Aquarius, and we'll settle more into that in 2026 July. So July 7, 8, 5 is 7, 8 and 5 is 13, 23, 30, 38. So you're a 10 life path. I don't believe you to reduce that, but maybe we'll get into numbers a little bit more, but you can go and look up a 10. Gen X Crohn's will save the world. Whoop, whoop. When the divine feminine stands up and speaks up, and I believe that, we all have valuable messages and lessons and stories to share with one another. There is not one of us above the other in the circle or upon the spiral. We may be at different levels on the spiral, but it doesn't matter. As deep as the spiral grows is as expansive as we are. God, I've said it here a lot too. God, creator, source, good orderly direction, loving kindness, not everything that we've been taught through religion, right? So we're gonna cards, and I was guided to bring. I pulled three for us: the Crystal Mandala Oracle, and the first card out is Ascended Master Hilarion and Green Chrysoprase. Oh, and I have lots of chrysoprase around, and this is about healing. Hilarion is about healing. It's triple three energy, that divine mother energy, maiden mother crone energy. And right at the center, we sit upon our holy throne. For me, it's like a moss covered rock, or maybe sometimes a lily pad, something magical and mystical, like a mushroom. And we are healed through honoring our own truth. We don't have to all agree on what's true, right? Because truth is relative based on our experience, our perspective, what we've been through, our trauma, our conditioning, all of that, whether our third eye's calcified or not. So discernment. Did we have that? We had that last week, did we not? Yeah, and it was a number 10. And this is a number 22. We don't generally reduce master numbers. It's important here, though. We've learned to stand on our own 2 feet, and we are the stable building block upon which new memories are born. And we've got this. Oh, here's the 10 energy coming in. Goddess Kali and Black Obsidian, the sacred revolution. Black Obsidian. Can we dive deep into our own shadow? Because it's our shadow that reveals the shadow of the world, right? And the more of us that are going deep, I'm always happy about crystals. Black obsidian is very grounding. A lot of people use black obsidian for scrying. It's incredibly grounding. And obsidian is like a volcanic rock. So there's green obsidian, black obsidian. They probably have other obsidians now too. But when you hold it to the light, it's translucent. You can see through it. And so, can we see our way through the dark? Back to the light again. Can we shine our light in the dark? It's a beautiful piece. One of my money crystal balls. Who needs brass balls when you have crystal balls? Right? Have you ever seen those obscene things that the guys, I don't think I've ever seen a woman have them hanging off of her vehicle, but like a set of, what are they called? Are they called steel balls or balls of steel or something? I don't get it. Yeah, you can look anything I share here. You can just Google obsidian and stuff like that, black obsidian, and it'll give you all the mystical properties. 1999. Let's party like it's 1999, as Prince saying. Black obsidian. There's a great website for information on crystal charms of light, and she does some good definitions. But this is really getting to we are the revolution. And this is 888. We are the abundant floodgate, here for a finite period of time in service to the infinite soul that resides inside at this time. And where does the soul reside? In that lion heart that beats inside of you. Is this another 888? It is. Ready, set, go. Start your engines. Start your engines, everyone. But this Sekhmet, goddess Sekhmet, and fire gate, passion of the lion heart. We've got the lion heart over here. Lion's moved its position. We have Myrrh here now. So this is the goddess Sekhmet, cat-like energy, fierce, independent. I feel I'm feeling the feminine here, the lioness, and the masculine here, the lion, the protector. We each know our roles. Don't let the woke crew fool you. We do have specific roles here in this lifetime, and many of them are gender based, and it's innate. It's innate in us. So this is about finding our passion again. Love in action, affection, nurturing, sowing the seeds of love. Tears or fears are coming in, sowing the seeds of love. And it's deeply, deeply, deeply rooted. All agates. I don't have any agate right here on the table by me. Oh, here's another piece of chrysoprase. Oh, I love this piece. It was gifted to me many, many, many moons ago. And it is raw and natural and so, so healing. And so I really feel like, and I have the green calcite close by too. So I'm feeling like green energy is very important. Green, red, and black. Getting grounded, getting, and maybe red, you can just add it with, a sweater, something on wearing on the top if you don't have fire or gate. Why am I keep looking here? There's got to be something here. Even maybe petrified wood or something, something red, jaspers, because jasper is a very calming energy. It's very rooted and grounded. And I just, the 39 is a 12. 3 plus 9 is a 12. Remember, my message received years and years ago, because I used to see 12. I used to see 12, 21, 21, 12, da, 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 da. And I would just see it as 3, 3. The path of forgiveness, the awakening of the Christ consciousness, the return of the resurrection of the light. And then, as many of you know, back in 2018, I kept seeing it constantly. And I'd been seeing it constantly for years, but it was like amping up as 2018 was wrapping up. And so I asked, what does this mean? And the message I received, it's a reminder to you that you are a channel of light. And sure enough, on 12/21 of that year, Frank passed away. And, on the day of the solstice, the return of the sun, the return of the light. Oh, it's all good, Brandy. Thank you. It's good. It hasn't been an easy journey in the last 7 years. And yet, that man still loves me. And, he's just so excited for, for me and life and my son and everything, because things have, through the inner work, through courage, strength, and fortitude, through honesty and integrity and humility and vulnerability, we are on the verge of the breakthrough of a lifetime, the break free from any perceived obstacles, because Kali removes all obstacles, right? Kali removes obstacles. She clears them away. She is fierce. And so perhaps some of you are in the clearing away phase where you're going to have to call on Kali and her fierce energy to help you. So let's just see what the keynotes of these cards are. So I got to get going soon. It's my Friday. It's Friday in my world. Yay. So the goddess Kali, sacred revolution. Oh, just what it says on the card. So we don't really have to go to the book. I'm not feeling guided to read that. So, yeah. So, passion of the lion heart, be brave, be strong. Hummingbirds. Frank and I, it's our special thing, hummingbirds. Fine night. I love that. I have you so enthralled. Come back. I do this 6 days a week, Brandy. I do this 6 days a week. And if you go back, because everything that's shared here is timeless and eternal. And this November has been a really magical, powerful month. And I feel as we're wrapping it up, we're at this opportune time to either reconcile with those in our life that are meant to be in our life, or to close the cycle, wrap it up, so that we can, miraculously co-create the new beginning that is our destined birthright. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, this was so Frank and I shared a birthday, and he always said I came 5 years early to prepare the world for you, woman. And and then he departed on what was, or what is, like one of my favorite days of the year, 12/21, the solstice, the mirror energy. And when he transitioned that very first night, it was the long night moon, because we are having a full moon with that solstice in 2018. And the message I received, I saw a shooting star through Orion, the constellation of Orion, which was his favorite. And with the shooting star, I felt like it was him cartwheeling through. And Frank was a rather large man in life. He would not be doing cartwheels. It was like his energy cartwheeled through the constellation, and his message was he could help me better now from his news station. So, um, yeah. Oh, Kiva, that's sweet. I'm an enchantress of the mind and spirit, as deep as they come. Yeah, too deep for many. But, I did write a book called Playing in the Deep. So, we're not here to dip a toe in, are we? And, if you're only dipping a toe in, perhaps here, this will be what pulls you under to go for the deep dive. um, the what did they say? I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but perhaps I someone's ayahuasca. Um, yeah, yeah. And I've only had 3 visits from him since he's transitioned. That one, the very first night. Well, I guess if we count that, then I've had 4. And the most recent was a year ago on November 21st of 2024. That was the last uh, visit. Although he's always with us. Yeah. I sometimes, spirit works different with me. I feel things mostly. I do hear, I mean, everything that comes out of my mouth is for the most part spirit guided when if it's loving and kind. It's definitely from spirit. So, and then all these things I doodle, and constantly I'm bringing stuff through. I mean, I'm a mystic, I'm a poet, I'm an oracle. I'm here to share joy and to share stories to support others to heal. I'm just here to share love. The message came through the other week for all of us. Can we allow our chalice to be filled up so that when we go out into the world, we're just spilling our love onto others, little droplets of love to one another, bridging the divide, right? And the divide is in the human mind. Woke this, I stand for this. Yeah. These lives matter. Oh no, these lives matter. How about all lives matter, you morons? We all matter. We are the matter that is spiritual in essence. So we are the matter here now. So this is the densest form of our soul. To be human is a dense experience, and we signed up for this. We signed up for this in service to, like, upon the spiral of evolution, right? Not everybody's going to do it. Not everyone's going to receive love potion number 9. Wasn't that in cartoons, Looney Tunes or something? Oh gosh. All right, I'm going to look at these last few comments here. Many of us, we're here. Those of you here are likely the tie-dyed sheep in the family who are here to break generational curses, to clear generational karma, to reestablish connection with our 13 strand DNA, divine royalty. We're more royal. We are the royals. The kings and queens upon this planet are, uh, they're no more royal than, you know, my cat or dog, or than anybody that they look down upon, honestly. And so we are the ones here flipping the script. When we see that 6 energy, 6 is the choice point. 666 is when we see that, it's like to flip the script by resurrecting the consciousness of light, of Christ. Yeah, frog. So we talked about that last week. Like humanity, this is the big cauldron. Mother Earth is like a big cauldron, and we're all like the frogs. We're either purifying in our own lives, because that's what frogs represent. Frogs are so sensitive. When I was young, we used to hear frogs all the time, bullfrogs. Like we would just hear frogs all the time. It was pretty commonplace, and we don't hear them as much anymore. And that's because frogs are super sensitive. Well, goats, yeah, but goats. We can think of that Baphomet energy as well too when the goat comes in. But frogs are so sensitive, very sensitive to their environment, and I feel like this reflects us. We're very sensitive too, and we're not ones that are staying in this cauldron getting slowly burned alive. We are burning up from the inside. Our soul's fire, our heart's desire is burning within us. We are forged by the fire of our soul's desire to be expressed and manifest in this lifetime. Yeah. And so I think with all that being said, it's been delightful to be here. Brandy, welcome to the family. I like your engagement. I could sit here and we could chat for hours, but I do have to go to work. I will be back here tomorrow, I believe. I don't think I'm going to come tomorrow night. I'm trying to open up space in my life for more connections and, companionship in the flesh, in the after hours, if you will. So we'll probably be back here tomorrow at 12:21. I'll keep you posted. And hey, Zach, brother, welcome. Oh my goodness, how are you doing? Thank you for popping in at the end of this. It's nice to have the masculine in the house. It's really, really nice to have masculine. Zach, I miss you, brother. I'm glad you're happy, Brandy. That's it. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Medicine go down. Yes, we do. We need the men, and that's a big part of what this is here. Women, we have to take responsibility for the state of our men in the world these days. And the woke joke is emasculating them more than ever. The feminist movement emasculated them, and we'll get into that. Maybe tomorrow will just be Freebie Friday. Free for all Friday. We'll talk. Well, we can just talk. Come back tomorrow and we can talk when I don't have to rush out. I have to get myself some food together and make another jug of tea for the job and get myself there. So I trust that something here has resonated with you today. Zach, I'm glad you popped in. I miss you too, brother. So good to see you. And hopefully with any luck, we'll connect here again tomorrow for some more delightful enchantment. I'm enchanted again. Yay. I told you it would shift. It doesn't happen. I don't stay. You can't keep a good gal down for long. So and I'm grateful for all the love and support I have in the spiritual realms and here with all of you. I see you. I feel you. I love you. Like I love this little cat too. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for showing up and pouring into my cup. I love this little cat, just not his nails. Until next time, everyone, have a great day. Take good care.